One thing that I would like to explain, and I hope that anybody who views these clips is able to understand. I'll probably be repeating it in a more adequate outfit. But for the moment, what I mean, you go to your reference, you go to second position. And here there is an important point. So let me lift my sleeve so that you can actually see the arms, right? There's gotta be some kind of antagonism in the way your arm moves between your hands and your elbow, right? What happened, if you can, I know many of you understand that you gotta keep your elbows up, right? When you do certain scenes in certain positions, especially in second positions of the arm, right? You can keep your elbows up, but many of you, this is what happened. That means your mind is not quite there. So you gotta make sure that there's gotta be a rotation that allows your hand, the palm of your hand to be up. But there is also a rotation that allows your elbow to go the other way. So that's an antagonistic system, right? Elbow rotates the other way, and your hand rotates the other way. So you always have a nice segment. So the next scene that you do from there, you do allonge, stretch everything, right? Do not hyperextend your elbow because then it looks funny, right? It's just straight. And then from here, you let go of the elbow again, right? And if I were to do this really fast, this is the way it goes, right? There are many things that go through there. Many things. There, here. So there's got to be quite a bit of awareness. Quite a bit of awareness that begins back here. Your arms begin back here, right? And your arms you should be aware all the way to the fingers, right? You can let the fingers do whatever. I mean, there are so many things to be said about the way you work your arms, right? That's where we all know that true artistry has to do with how you work your upper body. Legs come in many different looks and flavors. Upper body needs to be worked out just the way you learn scales in a piano, for example, right? So it's got to be quite a bit of awareness. And the usual case is that the hands, the thumb, you should keep it right next to your hand. This is very distracting, and this is even worse, right? You don't want that unless it is required in choreography, right? But for classical ballet, it has to be simple. It has to be simple, you see? Like a simple line, you see? All of the finger, but it's not distracting. It is not distracting at all, because showing it wrong again, this is how it looks. That's very distracting. You gotta keep it very simple when you go through this motion. And there are many occasions, as I said earlier, where you have to go through, many of the classical ballet steps. Whether you do ranchete, whether you do assembly, you gotta go to a reference point right there. So, okay? So, there's just so much to be said about working your upper